Hey, welcome to this interview segment of GCAP. And you are?
I'm Patrick Riley.
You must do all at once. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Restart.
Welcome to the interview segment of GCAP. And you are?
I'm Patrick Riley, and I'd like to be a storyboard artist after high school.
All right, well, we have a couple of questions for you today.
So your first question, what roadblocks did you or your team face during the project and how did you overcome them?
It was mostly communication, and in the beginning, a lot of people were in over their heads. And I feel like towards the middle of it, we really stopped what we were doing and focused on what we should be doing so that we didn't sabotage the entire project.
What careers did you dream about as a kid and what did you learn about them during the project?
As a kid, I mostly liked any careers related with art, but I found being a tattoo artist was really interesting to me, and not a lot of people are too fond of it, especially the older generations. I always liked the idea of just drawing on people and having them be living advertisements. And I found out during this career that it's definitely not as mainstream as I thought it would be, even though there are TV shows based around it, and that it makes a lot more money than I thought it would.
And how do you see the project evolving in the next couple of years and do you think it is a message that will continue to be appreciated in the future?
Obviously it's slowly growing right now, but I think it'll get to the point, probably in 10 years or something, that it'll just replace the 21st Century Project and become mandatory for AP students, and maybe even lower, That's gonna be a slower process than the actual growing of it. So I feel like there's a lot of people that are gonna stick to their guns and go with 21st Century because it's what they've always done. But eventually they'll probably just give into it and realize that it's a good project and it helps teamwork rather than the 21st Century, which is just solo.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Patrick, so much for being on our interview segment. Are there any last words that you may have?
No, not really.
All right.
Don't give up on your dreams.
That's great. Once again, thank you, Patrick, and goodbye.
Crocs.
Oh my God.